Check 1 2, test 1 2 3. Check 1 2, test 1 2 3. Check 1 2, test 1 2. Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2, test 1 2 3. Sound check 1 2. Sound check 1 2 3. Sound check 1 2. Sound check 1 2 3. And good afternoon, and welcome to Game 2 between Case Western Reserve and Brandeis University. Final game of the day and of the series. Case Western Reserve looking for the clean sweep. They've won the first 3 games of the series to improve to 16-6. Overall, 3-4 in the UAA. Brandeis 3-8 on the year and 0-3 on the conference season. Let's go ahead and get you updated on the starting lineups for Game 2. Let's go ahead and get you the starting lineups for Game 2, beginning with the batting order for the visiting Brandeis judges. Carrie Lettinen with the leading things off in catching. Melissa Rothenberg, the center fielder, hits second. Jolie Fujita, the shortstop, batting third. And P.J. Ross, the third baseman, hitting cleanup. Bridget Safuni, the left fielder, bats fifth. Amanda Shore, the first baseman, sixth. Sadie Rose Apfel will be the designated player and batting seventh. Marissa Masoya will be the second baseman and hitting eighth, and then Taylor Samala playing right field and batting ninth for Brandeis. Kelly McDonald on the mound. We'll tell you more about her in the bottom half of the inning when she takes the hill. On the mound for Case Western Reserve is Sydney Branham. Branham, 7-3 on the year with a 3.02 ERA. Picked up a complete game win yesterday in the second game of the series against Brandeis. And starts off Carrie Lettinen with a ball, 1-0. Branham, 7 innings pitched yesterday. 4 hits, 1 unearned run allowed. She struck out 1, did not walk a batter. First, second pitch, line down the line and right, but foul. So 1-1. Branham 10 starts now in the year. This is her 12th appearance overall. She's had 5 complete games. 53 2/3 innings pitched. She's given up 54 hits for a .261 opponent's average, as that's fouled back. 1-2. 21 runs allowed, 18 of them earned. She has walked 14, struck out 28 batters. Branham ahead in the count on Lettinen. And that's taken for a ball. Barely missed. Lettinen went 1 for 3 against Branham yesterday. That misses outside. She was also 1 for 3 in the earlier game today, a 5-0 Case Western Reserve win. The Spartans have won all 3 games of the series. 8-0 in Game 1 in 6 innings, 3-1 in Game 2, and then 5-0 earlier today. Ground ball towards the left side of the infield, and that will get through for a leadoff single for Lettinen.
Now batting, number 33, Melissa Rothenberg.
So Brandeis has the leadoff hitter on. And now Melissa Rothenberg, the center fielder, to the plate, hitting a .250 on the year. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike. It's 0-1. Case Western Reserve defending against the bunt here. Now the 0-1. Up high, 1-1. One other UAA softball game underway. That's taking place in St. Louis. That game just started a few moments ago. Emory and WashU scoreless through half an inning. Called strike, 1-2. Again, Emory swept both games of that series yesterday. That misses up high. 2-2. And so Emory 6-0 in the conference. Case Western Reserve now 3-4. Wash U 0-2. Brandeis 0-3. Entering the games that are currently going on. Ground ball first base side. Trichler has it. Takes it to the first base bag herself for the out. And there's one gone. Lettinen moves up a bag to second. So one out, and Jolie Fujita will be the batter, a .394 hitter on the year. Started all 11 games for Brandeis. A little low, 1-0. Bunts at it. Runner goes. The throw is in time for the out. A 2-6, I believe, on the caught stealing. And it's a strike at the plate. Good job by the shortstop to come over and cover, Nicole Doyle. And so now it's a 1-1 count at the plate. Base is empty. And on the mound, Branham can get out of it quickly, and she might. Ground ball to second in time for the out, and that ends the inning. Good job by Case Western Reserve trying to get out of that inning, and they do so successfully. Now we'll move into the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. Let's go ahead and get you the batting order for Case Western Reserve. Maren Waldner leading things off and playing second base. Arissa Cleveland, the right fielder, hits second. Grace Trichler playing first and batting third, and Nicole Doyle, the shortstop, hits cleanup. Nicole Carty, the designated player, in the 5 spot. Sarah Miller, the third baseman, hits 6th. Dustin Reynolds catching and batting 7th. Alyssa Hamilton, the left fielder, hits 8th, and Katie Weedy, the center fielder, bats 9th. Defensively for Brandeis, at first base, Amanda Shore. Second base, Marissa Masoya. The shortstop is Jolie Fujita, and the third baseman is P.J. Ross. In the outfield, Bridget Safuni in left. Center fielder is Melissa Rothenberg. Right fielder is Taylor Samala. Doing the catching for the game will be Carrie Lettinen. And on the mound is Kaylee McDonald. McDonald 1-4 on the year through 5 starts with a 4.28 ERA. Through 27 and third innings, she's given up 31 hits for a 246 opponent's batting average. She's yielded 30 runs, although just 13 of those have been earned. She has walked 13 and struck out 7 batters. Yesterday, McDonald made the start in the second game against Case Western Reserve. Looked fairly good. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, no walks, no strikeouts. She was in line for the win in the game. However, she gave up a solo home run to Case Western Reserve third baseman Sarah Miller, and then an inning later, a 2-run home run to Nicole Carty. That was in the 6th inning, and Brandeis ended up losing the game 3-1. Case Western Reserve going for the sweep of Brandeis today. They've won the first 3 games of the series, clinched the series win. Now trying to finish it off strong.
Leading off at the bottom of the first inning for your Spartans.
It will be Waldner, Cleveland, and Trichler due up. Maren Waldner, a .532 hitter on the year, 1 home run, 19 runs batted in. Waldner 1 for 3 yesterday against McDonald. Takes a called strike there, and it's 0-1. She was also 1 for 3 in the earlier game with an RBI and a run scored. Called strike, 1-0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Just misses. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Line drive, line in right field. It's a foul ball. Just missed dropping that one in down the line and right. Here's the 1-2. Outside, 2-2. McDonald's been close on both of the pitches that have been called balls there. 2-2 on the way. Chopper, first base side, foul. Two-two pitch. Foul down the third base side. Checks her swing, takes the changeup, and takes it for a ball. Full count, 3-2. Chopper, first base side. Second baseman there, scooping and throwing on to first is Masoya, and there is one gone. So Waldner retired and Arissa Cleveland to the plate. Cleveland hitting at .246, 5 runs batted in. She has 17 hits and 69 at-bats. Takes a running swing at the first pitch and swings through it, 0-1. It's a 9-pitch at-bat to start the game against Waldner. Called strike, 0-2. Oh, that just missed. 1-2 the count. Popped up. Infield, third baseman. Ross over to make the catch. 2 gone.
Now batting, number 18, Grace Trichler.
So 2 outs in the inning now. Grace Trichler will bat with the bases empty. Trichler hitting at .450, 5 home runs and 24 runs batted in on the year. It's low for a ball, 1-0. Ground ball, base hit for Trichler. Shot that one through the left side of the infield. And a 2-out hit. That's The first hit of the game for Case Western Reserve.
Number 4, Nicole Doyle.
So Tritchler on at first now for Nicole Doyle. Doyle, a .333 hitter on the year. 2 home runs, 9 runs batted in. For 27 hits on the season, nearly half have been in for extra bases. That one fouled down the third baseline. So it's an 0-1 count on Doyle. Doyle, 27 hits, 10 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs. So 13 of her 27 hits have gone for extra bases this season. The 0-1. That one in the air, deep towards left field, back of the wall, and it's gone! A 2-run home run for Nicole Doyle, and that gives Case Western Reserve the early 2-0 lead. The long ball continues to be a factor for Case Western Reserve as Doyle knocks her first of the weekend, third of the season. It is the 6th home run by Case Western Reserve University this weekend. And so 2-0 the score. A quick strike early in this one in Case Western Reserve with the early lead. And so now with the bases empty, it will be Nicole Carty coming to the plate. Carty, .264 on the season, 3 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Called strike. Carty hit a 2-run home run yesterday against McDonald. That came in the bottom of the 6th inning. Ended up being the difference maker in a 3-1 win for Case Western Reserve. Takes that one inside for a ball, 1-1. Two and one. That one grounded foul. Count evens 2-2 on Carty. 2-0, Case Western Reserve leading. Bottom of the first inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one hit in the air deep towards left, coming over, reaching up, and making the catch along the line in left field is Safuni to end the inning. However, Case Western Reserve strikes first in the game, a 2-run home run with 2 outs for Nicole Doyle, and Case Western Reserve takes the early 2-0 lead. Second inning coming up, Brandeis to bat when we return. Well, Sydney Branham, who picked up the complete game win yesterday, didn't pitch an inning with a lead until her final inning of the game. The top of the 7th inning yesterday. Today, a little bit quicker than that. She'll carry a 2-0 lead after the 2-run home run for Nicole Doyle in the bottom of the first. And we'll get things going here in the second against P.J. Ross, who's hitting cleanup. Ross, Safuni, and Shore. That one hit hard up the middle and through for a base hit. And so second straight inning, Brandeis has the leadoff runner on.
Number 22, Bridget.
Brandeis trying to get anything going offensively. They've now played 21 innings in this series. They've scored 1 unearned run. That's it. It's been a tough weekend offensively and a great job by the Case Western Reserve pitchers. Only 2 used so far. Hamilton and Branham, excuse me. First pitch, scoring a bunt. It goes to the backstop. And a wild pitch will move the runner up. See if we can get a count at the plate. I think it was taken for a ball, but we'll double check. Yep, 1-0. So Ross moves up to second base. That one misses inside and gets away. Now Ross on another wild pitch moves up another base to third. So runner at third now. Nobody out. 2-0 count at the plate. Branham's going to have to do some work here to try to avoid that run coming across. Two 0. Called strike, 2-1. Bridget Safuni at the plate, a .278 hitter. Swings and chops that one back to the mound. Branham goes to first. Ross holds at third, and that is a big out there, keeping the runner at third base. So Branham successfully holds that runner at third while getting the first out of the inning, and now Amanda Shore will be the batter. Shore, a .273 hitter on the year. Ground ball to second. That should get the run in. Nope, they'll come home with it. The tag is not in time, and that will go as an RBI fielder's choice for the batter at the plate, Shore. No hit for Shore on that play, but an RBI. And that will bring across the first run of the game for Brandeis, just their second run of the series. A gutsy play there by Maren Waldner, who tried to come home with it. Might have been better off with the 2-run lead, just getting the Shore out at first. And so now at the plate is Sadie Rose Apfel, who is 0 for 2 on the year entering the game. Hits that one foul and out of play. And so she's behind in the count, 0-2. One out runner at first, 2-1 the score. Pitch in the dirt. Reynolds blocks it. Count goes to 1-2. Fouled off. Count stays at 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Top of the second inning. Foul back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Branham gets the strikeout, 2 gone.
Now batting, number 11.
Apfel retired, and that will bring up Marissa Masoya, 214 hitter on the year with 3 runs batted in. She'll hit here with 2 outs and a runner on at first. Soft liner, center field, there to get it is Weedy, and that ends the inning. So we'll go to the second as Brandeis cuts the lead in half. 2-1 the score. Bottom of the second coming up when we return. So a little bit closer here as we begin the second inning. Bottom of the second inning. 2-1 the score. Brandeis scores their second run of the series. As Sarah Miller to the plate and takes a ball 1-0. Miller hitting a .228 on the year. 2 home runs, 11 runs batted in. Both of her home runs coming yesterday, one in the early game, one in the late game. Change up there. Now, this is a situation to watch. There's that slow change up for McDonald, and we saw this a few times yesterday where McDonald would throw that slow change and then come back with a fastball. Miller hit that twice, once over the wall and left and once for a double. She pulls that one down the line in third base, and it's foul. But similar situation that Miller was able to take advantage of yesterday twice against McDonald. That slow change paired up with a fastball that Miller was able to send deep the opposite way both times. 1-2. She hits that one the opposite way down the line and right, and it is a fair ball. Miller turns around first. She'll head towards second, still going. The throw comes to the infield to third. Not in time. Standing up at third base will be Miller with a triple. So Sarah Miller continues her hitting streak over the last few games. She continues to play well. So I'll bring Dustin Reynolds to the plate, hitting at .303 on the year. Pitch taken for a ball, and it's 1-0. 2-1 the score. Case Western Reserve leading. So that one sent foul. 1-1 the count. The 1-1. Called strike on the outside corner, 1-2. Trying to extend the lead. Nobody out here in the inning, runner at third after a leadoff triple by Miller. Line drive, shallow left, coming in to get it and making the catch. In left field, Safuni, her throw to the plate is in time and they get the out. Miller thrown out trying to score. Bridget Safuni made a running catch and then sent a perfect throw to the plate in time to get Miller for the double play. And so now 2 gone in the inning. And that will bring Alyssa Hamilton to the plate with the bases empty. Hamilton first pitch swinging. She'll dump one into left field for a base hit, and she'll be on with 2 outs.
Now batting, number 21, Katie Weedy.
And now Katie Weedy, the batter. Weedy runs and takes the pitch for a strike. Weedy went 0 for 2 in yesterday's game against McDonald. Was 2 for 3 earlier today. Bunts that one out towards the mound. No one's going to be able to get to that one. It's a bunt single for Weedy. Well, she continues to impress in terms of her ability to get on base.
Number 28, Maren Waldner.
You know, kind of using that slap hit strategy. And now there are 2 on, 2 away, and a chance for Maren Waldner to extend the lead. Waldner 0 for 1 in the game. Had a long at bat against McDonald her first time up. Line drive towards third. Backhanded by Fujita. The throw to first is not in time. And they will call Waldner safe at first on that one. So a base hit there for Waldner. Now they're loaded up. Is that one sent up the middle and through for a base hit? Cleveland will score 2 with the base hit there. Throw will go down to third and a rundown. Ross throws back to second. Over to the first baseman who was covering, and the tag is finally applied by, I believe, the shortstop. Have fun entering all those numbers, Kevin. Either way, 2 more runs come across there, and it's 4-1. Case Western Reserve takes the lead. We will be back in just a minute. Welcome back as Case Western Reserve has taken a 4-1 lead over Brandeis. 4 straight hits with 2 outs. How about this? 6 batters to the plate that inning, 5 hits for Case Western Reserve. Only 2 runs across, but still a pretty productive inning as Branham takes the hill with a 3-run lead. Largest lead she's worked with in this series. So there's a first pitch strike. That one grounded softly to short. Doyle can't field it cleanly, and Samala will be on. So there'll be an error on the shortstop, Doyle, and there's a runner on to start the inning. Not necessarily an easy play to make, but we've seen Doyle make that so many times already this weekend that it's tough to not give an error on that play. Doyle kind of hurt by her own success to a certain extent on that one as that's fouled off. And it's an 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. And it's an 0-2 count on Lettinen, the leadoff hitter for Brandeis. 1 for 1 on the day with a base hit. In St. Louis, Emory has taken a 5-0 lead over Wash U in the other UA softball game in action. That's game 1 of 2 today. They'll wrap up their series later. Pitch misses for a ball, 1-2. Same 2 schools that are playing each other here, Brandeis and Case Western Reserve, are facing each other in baseball in Massachusetts, now in Waltham. And Case Western Reserve with a 2-0 lead in the top of the second of game 2 there. Hard hit liner back to Branham. She picks it up. Oh, can she? Nope, that'll go as a base hit off the pitcher, Branham. Branham knocked it down on a cold day. That's going to sting. We'll see if she's okay. She appears to be no worse for the wear. She'll shake it off a little and maybe throw a warm-up pitch or 2. Josie Henry coming out to see how she's doing. We'll see. Branham has pitched pretty well today. Can't tell if that's a smile or a wince on her face, or maybe a little bit of both. Takes a warm-up pitch there and seems to be okay. Branham asked for one more warm-up pitch, and I think she's fine. Well, the good news is if you're Sidney Branham on a day like today, you don't have to worry about putting ice on that. When the temperature is right about freezing outside, I think you're okay. Mother Nature's doing all the work for you on that.
Now batting, number 33, Melissa Rothenberg.
So Branham okay, and we'll get going here. First and second, nobody out. Top of the third inning, Brandeis at the plate. Melissa Rothenberg will be the batter, the 2-hitter in the lineup for the Judges. Representing the potential game-tying run. 4-1 the score. Branham delivers a first pitch strike. Up high, 1-1. Back to the pitcher again. Branham will go to third with that and get the out. Branham says, thank you for hitting that one a little softer towards me after getting 2 in a row hit right back to her. She's able to field that one on a hop and gets the lead runner. Big out there for Branham. Just seems to be the way this series has gone. Every time that Brandeis has mounted a little bit of a rally, Case Western Reserve has gotten the ball hit exactly where they needed it to be hit to, and they've been able to avoid the big innings. That pitch missed inside for a ball, and it's 1-0. And it's been kind of the opposite for Brandeis. Every time that it looks like they've been just about able to stop a Case Western Reserve rally, all of a sudden a ball finds a hole or just sneaks over a wall or whatever else the situation might be, allowing the Spartans to take the upper hand oftentimes. Make no mistake, it's been a well-played series for Case Western Reserve. They've looked good this weekend. Three 3-0 now the count. And misses inside, ball 4. So that's going to load the bases with one away. Jolie Fujita draws the walk. And P.J. Ross will be the batter. Ross hitting at .433 on the season. Entering the game. She is 1 for 1 today with a base hit. Singled on the first pitch she saw against Branham last inning. So here comes Ross with the bases loaded and one away. Grounds one softly down the third base side, 0-1. Another one chopped foul, 0-2. Branham does not strike out a lot of batters, just 28 strikeouts through 53 innings coming into play today. This would be a good time to pick one up if she can get it. The 0-2 on the way. Swung on, fouled off again. 3 straight fouls to start the at-bat for Ross. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is a big strikeout for Branham.
Now batting, number 22, Bridget Shifuni.
So 2 gone now, bases still loaded. And Bridget Safuni will be the batter. First pitch called strike, 0-1. An error, a single, and a walk this inning have loaded the bases. 2 away now in the frame. Branham trying to work around some third inning trouble. Her 0-1. Up high, 1-1. And that just misses. 2-1. place to put the runner here. And so we'll see how aggressive Safuni gets, knowing that Branham has to throw a good pitch here. She does. Swung on ground towards third. Miller has it. Throw to first in time to get the out. And that ends the inning. The threat averted in the third. Brandeis leaves the bases loaded. Bottom of the third inning coming up, in case Western Reserve leads 4-1. We'll return in just a minute. Welcome back once again. Grace Trichler to lead things off here for Case Western Reserve. 3, 4, and 5, heart of the order for the Spartans against Callie McDonald. 4-1 the score. Case Western Reserve, 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings. Trichler reached on a 2-out single her first time up and scored on a 2-run homer by Nicole Doyle. The 1-0. 2-0. Three and 0 now the count on Trichler. And ball called strike. Let her high. Trichler retreats. A little bit of a late call there by the home plate umpire, Eric Myers. Three and 1 now the count. Popped up. Right in the middle of the infield. Shortstop Fujita makes the catch. 1 gone.
Now batting, number 4, Nicole Doyle.
So with 1 out, bases empty, and Nicole Doyle will be the batter. Doyle put Case Western Reserve on the board earlier in the game. A 2-run home run, her 3rd home run of the season. She now has 11 runs batted in. And hits that one through the left side of the infield. It's a base hit for Doyle, so her 2nd hit of the game.
Now batting, number 32, Nicole Hardy.
Doyle's seeing it well here today against McDonald. And there's a runner on now with 1 away for Nicole Carty. Carty is a 264 hitter entering play today. 0 for 1 in the game, though. And hits that in the air, deep towards right field, back towards the track. Reaching out and making the catch on the warning track is Taylor Samala for the out.
Now batting, number 8.
Right underneath the scoreboard in right center field. So 2 gone. Chance for a scoreless inning here on the mound for McDonald. Would be her first of the game if she could get it. Takes that one outside for a ball, 1-0. Popped up. Infield, first baseman Shore makes the catch. And that ends the inning. We're done with 3 here at Case Western Reserve University, and the Spartans with a 4-1 lead over Brandeis. We'll be back. Top of the 4th coming up when we return. Welcome back once again. As Brandeis coming to bat, trailing by 3. As we begin the top of the 4th, Branham has pitched well once again. Brandeis still just 2 runs now in this series, as we are well over 20 innings into it. Ground ball to third. Miller's throw to first in time, and a very quick out for Branham. 1 gone.
Now batting, number 30, Sadie Rose Apfel.
So with 1 out now, after Shore is retired, Sadie Rose Apfel to the plate. Apfel 0 for 1. Right. 1-0 the count. Fouled off. 1-1. Pitch in the dirt, and it goes to 2-1 now on Apfel. Apfel pitched a little bit earlier in the series, got an inning in the opening game yesterday, and allowed 3 runs in that 6th inning. Misses again, and it's 3-1. These are her first at-bats of the series. 3-2. Fouled off, and count stays at 3-2. Another one fouled down the line. Popped up. Right field. Cleveland makes the catch, and there is 2 outs in the inning.
Now batting, number 11, Marissa Masoya.
So 2 outs now, and that will bring up the 8-hitter, Marissa Masoya. Masoya 0 for 1 in the game. Grounded foul down the third base line, 0-1. Liner over the head of Doyle, who just misses it, and into left field for a base hit. So Masoya with the single.
Now batting, number 1.
Her 4th hit of the season and the 4th hit of the game for Brandeis. Comes with 2 outs. A runner on at first now with 2 away, and that will bring up the 9-hitter, Taylor Samala. Samala 0 for 1 in the game. She's 1 for 8 on the year. First pitch fastball up high, 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Ground ball to short should end the inning. Flip over to second, went the short way for the easy out and got it. And that ends the inning. 4-1 the score. Case Western Reserve still leading. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up when we get back.
For your Spartans, number
Fourth inning in Case Western Reserve trying to go for the clean sweep here of Brandeis over the weekend. They lead 4-1 as we begin the bottom of the fourth. McDonald begins her fourth inning of work. It's a soft line drive into left field and a base hit. Dustin Reynolds singles to start the inning off. So Reynolds led off the inning with the base hit there. It'll be the rest of the bottom of the order due up at the plate this inning. Alyssa Hamilton and Katie Weedy to follow. Hamilton 1 for 1 with a base hit today. Nine hits already in this one for Case Western Reserve. And it's taken for a ball, 1-0. One and one as the count evens up on the called strike. Two and one. The way this Case Western Reserve lineup is structured with some good on-base hitters, the bottom of the order is that one sacrificed back to the pitcher. Out at first is Hamilton, moving up to second on the play is Reynolds. Well, it's someone like Katie Weedy hitting ninth in the lineup, who's going to try to kind of slap hit her way on. It sets up potentially big innings if you can get a couple of people at the bottom of your lineup on base. Called strike to Weedy. Weedy 1 for 1 on the day with a perfectly executed bunt her last time up. Infield pulled in against the slap hitter Weedy. It's taken down low, 2-1. Two-one pitch. And it misses down and away, 3-1. First base open, but a dangerous part of the lineup to follow Weedy. 3-1 pitch. And she went after that one. Full count, 3-2. And she slaps that one towards the shortstop. The throw gets away. And the first baseman, we'll see if she's okay. Amanda Shore trying to hold the bag. Got undercut on that one as the throw went high. Her shoe got knocked off. And she's struggling to get up right now. We will take a quick break here. The score 4-1. Case Western Reserve leading when we return. Well, welcome back, as it looks like the first baseman, Amanda Shore, appears to be okay. Her sock, on the other hand, has seen better days. Looked like she got a big hole in her sock, and they're currently undergoing a sock replacement procedure on the infield. But I think once she gets that back on, it looks like she's going to stay in the game. It'll go as an error there on the shortstop that allows Reynolds to score and Weedy to reach. So as of now, that'll go as an unearned run. So just to recap the lines as of now, run on 4 hits and 1 error today for Brandeis. 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Case Western Reserve. Shore gets a brand new sock. Puts her shoe on, and I think she's going to be able to stay in this game, and we'll continue shortly as Maren Waldner will be the batter with the team leading 5-1 now, and a runner with pretty good speed in Katie Weedy over at first. 7 stolen bases on the season for Weedy. So we'll see if Weedy is moving early on in the at-bat. Called strike on the outside corner against Waldner, 0-1. Saying before, though, if a couple of these batters in the bottom of the order get on for Case Western Reserve, with the top of the order as strong as it is, they have a chance for some really big innings. And it's what's happened so far here this inning. That one grounded through the left side. It's a base hit. So first and second now with 1 away. 2 on, 1 out. Arissa Cleveland now the batter. They could bunt here with Cleveland if they wanted to. Cleveland has shown herself to be a pretty good bunter this weekend. She is not squaring a bunt and sends that in the air deep towards center field, chasing back the center fielder Rothenberg, who makes the catch on the run. And that is the second out of the inning. Cleveland got a nice piece of that. And so, with 2 outs now in the inning, Grace Trichler will be the batter. Trichler 1 for 2 in the game. Takes it down and out for a ball, 1-0. Two and 0. That's called a strike at the letters. 2-1. Ground ball, third base, right through the wickets, and everyone will be safe. They're going to wave Weedy around. Here comes the throw. Weedy will try to get into a rundown now, as she will dive back in safely. So that'll be an error on the third baseman to prolong the inning. And now the base is loaded for Nicole Doyle, who already has a home run today. First pitch on the way. Fastball below the knees, 1-0. Fouled away. Count goes even at 1-1. So 1-1 count, the pitch. Line drive into center field. That's a base hit. 1 run into score as Weedy comes across. Here comes the second run. His scoring is Waldner as well. It's a 2 RBI single for Doyle, who now has 4 RBIs on the day, and it's 7-1 Case Western Reserve. So 7-1 the score. Case Western Reserve all over Brandeis in the final game of the series. 2 were in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in across here in the fourth so far. We will get a pinch runner at second base, and that will be Caitlin Smith, who will pinch run.
Now running at second base for the Spartans, number 29, Caitlin Smith.
And so Smith
Reserve,
representing
2, Nicole Carty.
what would be the 8th run of the game for Case Western Reserve. Remember, we are playing with the 8-run rule here after 5 innings, so the Spartans would need 2 more runs for that to be put into effect. So that one, line drive into left field. That's a base hit. Smith will hold at third. Bases loaded up once again after the single by Nicole Carty. And now Sarah Miller to the plate with a chance to plate 2 with a base hit. 12 hits in the game now for Case Western Reserve. Takes the first pitch a little high, 1-0. And the count evens, 1-1. Miller 1 for 2 today. Takes one up high, 2-1. Well, base hit here would put an exclamation point on an already pretty solid weekend for Miller. 2-1 pitch. Little down and in, 3-1. Well, if you're Miller at the plate right now, you're facing a pitcher in McDonald that does not walk a lot of batters. At least has not the last couple games. You get aggressive here, 3-1. She takes it up high, though, ball 4, and that'll bring across the run. 8-1 now the score. And with Case Western Reserve leading 8-1, that will bring up Dustin Reynolds to the plate. Although it appears we'll get another pinch runner. And at second base, Carty out. And it looks like coming into the game will be Sydney Wagner to pinch run.
Running at second base for Case Western Reserve, number 27, Sydney Wagner. Once again, now batting for Case Western Reserve, number 2, Dustin Reynolds.
So Dustin Reynolds will try to make it an 8-run game heading into the top of the 5th inning. First pitch called strike, 0-1. In the air, that one will get down for a base hit. 1 run into score, 2 runs into score. Stopping at third is Miller. It's a 2 RBI double for Dustin Reynolds, and it's now 10-1.
Now batting, number 13, Alyssa Hamilton.
Now, Case Western Reserve has opened this game up here in the 4th. 6 runs across, and that may be it for Callie McDonald. Let's see if we get a pitching change or just a conversation on the mound. Danielle Del Ponte may just leave it up to McDonald here to try to get out of the inning. Not sure who else she has to go to in this situation. Brandeis has used 3 pitchers this season. Apfel is in the game already at DP, so of course I think she could come in to pitch. But I'm not sure that's the route that Brandeis will go here. They do have Scotty Todd on the bench as well, who started the earlier game. That one taken up high for a ball. And it's 1-0. Hamilton at the plate now. 2 in scoring position. And that one ground to third. Nice stop by Todd. The throw to first gets away. An errant throw, and that'll allow 2 more runs to score. The third baseman, Todd, just spiked that one in the dirt. Made a nice stop on a hard hit ball, but a good throw gets the runner. 2 more runs come across, and it's now 12-1. And batting for the second time now this inning will be Katie Weedy. There's no RBIs on that play for Hamilton, as Weedy takes that outside for a ball. A lot of unearned runs coming across this inning. Weedy bunts that down the third base line, but foul, 1-1. That one liner softly to short, and a nice play by Fujita. But the damage done in the inning. Case Western Reserve scores 8 runs. They take a 12-1 lead, and now on the mound, Branham can close this one out quickly here with a quick inning on the hill. 12-1 the score when we come back. Welcome back. Is a new pitcher on the mound for Case Western Reserve. First time Josie Henry will go to her bullpen all weekend, and she'll bring in Katie DeZierwa, the senior pitcher out of Brookfield, Illinois, Lyons Township High School, 5'6" righty. On the year, DeZierwa with 6 appearances, an ERA of 1.08, 1-0 record through 8 1/3 innings pitched. She's allowed just 1 earned run. Top of the order for Brandeis as they need, what would it be, 4 runs to keep the game going after this inning. CWRU delivers first pitch down and in for a ball. 4 runs would make it a 7-run game, so anything less than that, and we will end this one a little early. The 1-0. Down and in the dirt, 2-0. Chopper, foul. 2-1. In that Emory Wash U softball game in St. Louis, Emory's still leading 9-0 now. That game about to go, let's see, nope, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning, so Emory batting. Now they're going into the bottom of the 5th, so Emory will chance to close that one out a little on the early side. They'll play one more today. Chopper to third. Miller gets it to first. 1 gone.
Now batting, number 33, Melissa Rothenberg.
In the Case Western Reserve baseball game against Brandeis, it's now 5-0 Case Western Reserve in the top of the 5th inning. 2-run home run for Rocco Ma is 9th of the year. That leads all Division III players. Ties the school record. They still have about 20 games left to play, too. Tyler Wipazinski just homered in that one as well. That's his 4th. Swing and a miss at the plate for Rothenberg. And she falls behind in the count 0-2 to DeZerwa. Katie D. Trying to close this one out today. That one fouled off. Oh, and 2 the count. And that's in the dirt for a ball, 1-2. Fouled off again, so the count stays at 1-2. Chopper to third again. Miller fields a tough hop. And in time again for the out. 2 nice plays at third by Miller. And Case Western Reserve an out away from the sweep.
Now batting, number 3, Fujita.
Jolie Fujita standing in the way. Fujita 0 for 1 today. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Line drive, center field, that's a base hit. So Brandeis staying alive. Fujita reaches, and now P.J. Ross will be the batter with 2 away and a runner on.
Now batting, number 12, P.J. Ross.
So the game extended a little further. See if Ross can keep it going. First pitch from DeZerwa misses outside, and it's 0-1. Chopper out in front of the plate. Fair ball. Miller Not in time, an infield single for Ross. My first thought was that Miller might have been better off letting that one spin foul, but I'll tell you, she made a closer play of it than I thought she was going to be able to do. Almost able to get that out at first. So now, 2 outs, 2 on. This is Safuni at the plate. And she takes a first pitch ball, 1-0. Up high, 2-0. Chopper foul, third base side, 2-1. Brandeis hanging in there as they try to extend this game further. And they need to score 4 this inning to get it back within 8 runs. We're in the top of the 5th, 12-1 the score. Case Western Reserve leading. Change up for a called strike. And now Brandeis down to their final strike. The 2-2. Ground ball, first base. Trichler has it, steps on the bag, game over. Case Western Reserve University completes the sweep with a 12-1 win over Brandeis. They win all 4 games in the series. And Case Western Reserve with a dominating weekend, a real solid showing. The Spartans now 17-6 on the year, 4-4 in the UAA. Brandeis drops to 3-9, 0-4 in the UAA. Winning pitcher today is Sydney Branham. Excuse me, she improves to 8-3. Kelly McDonald takes the loss, drop to 1-4. I'd like to thank everyone once again for joining us. Case Western Reserve scheduled to be back in action at NYU next weekend. They'll play 4 in New York, a doubleheader on Friday and a doubleheader on Saturday. Our next home games will be against Washington University on Friday, April 20th, and Saturday, April 21st, when WashU comes to town. Those games at 2-4 on Friday and 1-3 on Saturday. Thank you once again for joining us, and we will see you then. Everyone, have a great weekend. Enjoy what's left of it. Take care. Final score once again, Game 4, 12-1, Case Western Reserve with the win. The Spartans sweep the series against Brandeis, win all 4 games. Have a great one, everybody.